Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello students, welcome to English class. So, how are you today? I hope you always be healthy. So today we will learn about analytical exposition text. By the way, do you know what is analytical exposition text? Analytical exposition text is a text that elaborates the writer's opinion on phenomena or issues without persuading the readers to do something. This text only persuades the readers that the phenomena or issues are important or worth it to be discussed by providing the arguments or opinions to support the topic. Jadi, teks eksposisi adalah teks yang menguraikan pendapat penulis tentang fenomena atau isu tanpa meyakinkan pembacanya untuk melakukan sesuatu. Teks ini hanya meyakinkan pembacanya bahwa fenomena itu penting atau layak untuk dibahas dengan memberikan argumen atau pendapat yang mendukung topik tersebut. So students, do you understand what is analytical exposition text? Okay, next. Generic structure of analytical exposition text. First, thesis. Okay, students, repeat after me. Thesis. Not thesis, okay? Thesis. Thesis, in a section, the writer must tell the readers about the main topic he or she will write about. Thesis always in the first paragraph of text. Jadi dalam tesis, penulis memberitahu pembaca tentang topik utama yang akan dia tulis. Dan tesis itu selalu di paragraf pertama ya. And the second, arguments. Okay student, repeat after me. Arguments, not arguments, okay? Arguments. The writer will write an opinion to support the main topics that have been previously presented. Usually, in analytical exposition, there are more than 2 arguments. Jadi dalam argumen, penulis akan menuliskan opini untuk mendukung topik utama yang telah disampaikan sebelumnya. Biasanya, dalam teks eksposisi ada lebih dari 2 argumen. Semakin banyak argumen yang dikemukakan, pembaca akan semakin percaya bahwa topik yang dibahas adalah topik yang penting atau perlu diperhatikan. And the third, reiteration. Okay, students, repeat after me. Reiteration, not reiteration, okay? Reiteration or conclusion contains reaffirmation or restatement of the author's position and opinion on the main topic. Pengulangan atau kesimpulan berisi penegasan kembali atau pernyataan ulang tentang posisi dan pendapat penulis tentang topik utama. And the next, language feature of analytical exposition text. First, writing analytical exposition text using the simple present tense. Jadi, selalu menggunakan verb pertama atau kata kerja bentuk pertama. And second, use words that express the writer's thoughts or feeling. For example, feel, know, realize, sense, think, and etc. Lalu menggunakan kata yang mengekspresikan pendapat seperti feel, know, realize, sense, and think, and etc. And third, using the internal conjunction atau menggunakan kata penghubung. Internal conjunction connects the argument between 2 clauses. Jadi seperti contohnya ada addition, penambahan, for example, beside, in addition, further, and extra. And the second, comparisons perbandingan, for example such as but, meanwhile, on the other hand, and extra. And the third time, waktu, for example first, second, then, next, and extra. And the fourth, using causal conjunction, sebab akibat, or cause and effect. For example, as a result, because, by, consequently, despite, due to, for that reason, and etc. Okay students, I have example for you. This is about the importance of physical fitness. I will read this text, please listen carefully. Saya akan membaca teks ini, tolong dengarkan baik-baik. The importance of physical fitness. Why is physical activity and fitness important? There are some advantages when we get fitness. Some of them are: first, physical activity is essential to prevent and reduce risks of many diseases and improve physical and mental health, because it can even help you live longer. Research from the American Journal of Preventive Medicine indicates that regular exercise adds up to 5 years to your life. Secondly, physical activity also keeps you in shape so you can enjoy leisure activity and safely perform work and home chores. It offers great mental and social benefits as well. The Lancet released a series of studies that attribute positive outcomes to physical activity, including a sense of purpose and value, a better quality of life, improved sleep, and reduced stress, as well as stronger relationship and social connectedness. On the other hand, lack of physical activity is associated with increased risk of health problems. And then I have some exercise. First, please analyze the generic structure of text. Tolong analisis struktur umum dari teks tersebut. Nah, tadi kita sudah belajar ada berapa ya kira-kira? How many the structure from exposition text? That's right, 3. There are 3. Oke. Yang pertama apa? Thesis. Yang kedua, arguments, and then reiteration. Oke. Kira-kira yang mana sih yang thesis? Oke, ingat-ingat, thesis always first paragraph, right? So, thesis, why is physical activity until some of them are. It is why, because this is first paragraph and tells about the main topic, ya. Jadi menceritakan tentang topik tersebut. So why this is a thesis. Dan yang kedua adalah apa? Ada apa tadi? Arguments. Nah, yang arguments itu selalu menceritakan tentang pendapatnya penulis. Nah, ini pasti ada first. Physical activity is essential to prevent until 2 to 5 years to your life. Ini pasti ada arguments. And then secondly, physical activity also keeps you in shape until connectedness. This is argument from the writer. Jadi ini adalah argumen dari penulisnya ya, untuk meyakinkan tentang ini penting loh, physical fitness tuh penting banget loh gitu. Nah, yang terakhir ada apa? Reiteration atau conclusion. Nah, di mana ya kira-kira? Pasti di last paragraph ya, karena ini selalu menceritakan tentang apa tadi? Reorientation tentang apa sih? Oke, reorientation tentang kesimpulan dari beberapa argumen tadi, atau diperjelas. Jadi dari argumen 2, kan tadi argumennya ada 2 ya, jadi diperjelas lagi. Jadi on the other hand, sampai of healthy problems. Okay, good for you. And then number 2, mention the verbs which indicate the use of simple present tense. Minimal 10 nih. Jadi tadi apa sih yang membuktikan itu simple present tense? Apa ya teks-teks di sini yang membuktikan simple present tense? Simple present tense selalu menggunakan apa coba? Is, am, are, ya kan? Lalu menggunakan verb ya pertama. Verb pertama itu adalah kata kerja bentuk pertama gitu maksudnya. Terus coba deh cari mana yang ada is, am, are sama kata kerja bentuk pertama. Yes, why is, ini kan ada is, yes. And then there are some. Okay, ada lagi, we get fitness. Ini kan juga we get kan juga bentuk kerja pertama ya. Terus ada are lagi, is lagi. Sini gampang-gampang ya sini. Ada can juga. Nih, ada apa lagi? Indicate. Terus apa lagi nih? Ada keeps juga, itu termasuk kata kerja bentuk pertama. Ada can, ada offers, dan ada eat. Thank you for attention. Terima kasih ya untuk semuanya. Sampai berjumpa di video selanjutnya. Dadah.